dimensions. We need people from all walks of life. It's completely voluntary. It's completely voluntary. You can come and work one Saturday a month, one Saturday a year, or every day. Lots of options. We're always looking for people. And just a little bit of a commercial, we're also looking for any donations. So any of you would either like to join our organization, it's $50 a year, and you get a tax receipt for that. Or you can just make a little tax donation at the station in St. Jacobs. When we stop, you'll have about 15 minutes to look at our steam engine, which is nearing completion, having been rebuilt every 10 years. We're just completing a 10-year inspection this fall. We also have been building a new caboose, and you can have a look at it. And we throw out some other pieces of equipment. So, by all means, join us when we get to St. Jacobs. We'll have about 15 minutes. Cross King Street again and entered the little village of St. Jacobs. Another little story for you. Waterloo is very famous because it's the head office of Research in Motion. Well, St. Jacobs is equally famous because it's the head office of Home Hardware. And store number 1 out of 1100 is on King Street here in St. Jacobs. This is their head office. It's also their Eastern Canada distribution center for both merchandise and for building products. We're going to go past Fairway Lumber in a moment, which is the building supply division for Home Hardware. And it's all here in St. Jacobs. The head office is here in the warehouse, and it employs about 1,300 people. On the right is Creative Landscape Depot, and if you're looking out the window, isn't that quite a selection of brick pavers, flagstones, patio stones, walkway stones, big boulders to decorate your yard, build retaining walls, and they also have a great selection of ground cover materials. Now coming up is Fairway Lumber, as I just said. It's on the right. All the lumber comes in by rail car during the night. Most of it from Alberta and British Columbia, but some of it from Oregon. Big garage with 12 doors, 3 on each side from 4 sides. That's where all the maintenance is done on Home Hardware's vehicles. And they have 1,000 tractor trailers in their fleet across the country. Building on the left is their headquarters, or as they call it, of course, their home office. That's their headquarters for Home Hardware, and the big building with the orange border around the top and the back. It's about half a kilometer square, and that's the warehouse.
Except like that, sir. Doing a good job actually.
side. Another blue and yellow car, black car loaded with some of our supplies. There's a couple of green and black and gold cars. One is called a business car. One is an auxiliary diner. And they're all here on the left as we approach the yard. Now in just a moment we're going to stop our train for 10 seconds. If a family lives on a farm to the left of the tracks with their entrance driveway runs across our tracks. And there are no lights or bells. It would cost $100,000 to put them in. So we stop the train for 10 seconds. And then someone gets out and makes sure that there's no one coming, and then we proceed north.
Family bus. इसके कार के ड्राइवर पे जा रही है. So
after the 10-second stop, we're going to carry on for about another kilometer out over a high bridge over the Conestoga River, about 20 meters above the water. And I would like to recommend that you not try to dive off the train. The water is only half a meter deep in the river. You might get stuck in the sand.
Good job, guys.
Hey, you dog! No, I'm on a chain!
Perked up his ears.
Hey, you're not allowed! No, I'm not.
Careful, stay back.
Okay, so we're heading up through the Conestoga River. It's going to look like there's two rivers. Let's put them side by side. One is called the Mill Race. They diverted water from the Conestoga into a separate channel, and that was used to turn the wheels at the mill 100 years ago. The mill, of course, is now out of business, and the water's kind of green and yucky, but it is there. So the first one is the Mill Race, the second one is the Conestoga River.
देखिए बैकयार्ड कितना सोना. देखते नीचे नीचे देख देख वो देख 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 शिवाली. क्या
लो हमने बैक्स कर लिया पर खा लेना ना लेकिन दीजिए लगे तो पीछे जाने लग गया था.
रुड़दी पई है शिवाली. आपे रुड़ गई.
पीछे रुड़ रही.
हाँ
My goodness me.
आपे रुड़ गई.
दोनों में से चला लेंगे।